Hello everyone! In this video we are going to see how not to ship a Laserdisc box set such as this one, which I got not so long ago from eBay, and as you can see it came damaged. If I manage to show you how where it came damaged, here we go. You see the dent? Yes. This it probably got knocked some way during transit, probably got a hard hit. But I'm not going to open this box set first. What I'm going to do is take place of the eBay seller and imagine how he made his package, and also to show you exactly how not to ship a Laserdisc box set. So here we go. This is the box the box set came in, and as I'm going to show you, the dent is here. So it probably the package probably got hit somewhere during transit. So let's open this. So as you can see, it's deep enough to contain our box set, and this is exactly how it was packaged. So I got this sheet of newspaper here. So it was wrapped like this. Okay. Can you see the problem? This is, my friend, not what I would call adequate packaging material. So if you remember correctly, this is where the package got hit, and this is where the box set got hit, here. So I imagine it probably was like this, and I think it actually came like this. So this is how my box set was put in the box, and on top of that were some packing peanuts like this. Okay, let's pour the whole bag in the box like this. Let's spread all this stuff across the box and act like if we're going to ship this. So I'm not going to seal the package. Instead, what I'm going to show you is how it may have been dented here. So how the dent happened. So let's imagine our package was on top of some random shelf, and there's a clerk wanting to pick up the package, and it was probably too high or among many other packages. And what might have actually happened in that is that the package was dropped like this, and oops, oh crap, oh shit, and bam! It got knocked, and bam! It fell on the floor, right? So let's pretend it was dropped from a very high height, and this happened. And okay, let's flip this over. So now fast forward in time, and I got this to my house. I open it, and okay, packing peanuts. Let's remove all this. So excitation level over 9,000. Remove that, and whoa, surprise, it's upside down. Let's flip it over, and now I'm going to open it and see the problem. So this is, my friend, not an unboxing video. This is to show you the consequences of not using proper packaging material. So let's remove that. Okay, at this point it looks fine, except that if you look carefully, you might actually not be able. Yes, you can see the dent right here. And surprise, this is what I got. And on the other side, so if you look carefully, you'll notice that not only the discs got cracked, but the protective sheet surrounding the discs also got damaged and scratched at some point. So this indicates that the hit was probably huge or violent. It was not someone pounding on the package. No, like I said earlier, it was probably dropped from a very high distance or height, and it hit some sharp table or object or shelf or anything, and you got that hit. So yeah, the hit got spread across the box set, the booklet, and the discs, and as you can see, even this one. So at this point, the box set can be qualified as ruined. I guess you probably all guessed what the problem was. So the box set was loosely protected from the top, but not from the bottom. Well, the bottom, it was upside down like this, so the bottom was actually the top, and that was a problem. When you're shipping a Laserdisc or a Laserdisc box set, you have to be sure it's properly sandwiched, and be sure not any part of the box or the box set is exposed. And the problem was the top or the bottom was exposed, so it was vulnerable to hits and all sorts of mishaps that could happen. So in my next video I will show you how to properly ship a Laserdisc and how to, in my mind, sandwich the box set properly and using the same exact box. Luckily enough, the seller was very nice and I got a full refund of this, and I also ordered another one, hoping it will not come damaged at this one. As you can see, this will be a huge waste. This thing is already expensive beyond belief, and seeing these things destroyed makes me sad. This is a piece of history, and you have to make sure it's preserved the way it should be. So this was my awkward attempt at explaining you how not to package or ship a Laserdisc box set. I hope this was helpful, and thank you for watching.